Kelly. Well, new on AM Extra, we often hear of the great food that comes from Japan, but did you know the country is also home to some outstanding craft
Yeah,
spirits?
Japanese whiskey is it's a special brand of whiskey.
Yes.
All right, so this morning we are learning more about Japanese whiskey, specifically one with an interesting Oregon tie. So joining us live from Japan is Stephen Lyman, a Japanese spirits expert and ambassador of Honkaku. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
Yeah, appreciate you taking the time. It really is. It's different, and I don't know if many people know about Japanese whiskey, but it does have a pretty strong stamp.
If they like whiskey, they should.
Yes, absolutely. So tell us about what you have here, your Japanese whiskey that you sent us.
Yeah, so this is actually Takamine whiskey. I have a bottle here. This is a Koji whiskey. So what makes that unique is that in Japan, by law, whiskey has to be made with malt in the Scotch style because Masataka Taketsuru went to Scotland to learn how to make Scotch, and he took those secrets back and he started making Japanese whiskey in the early 20th century. However, the year that he was born, there was a Japanese chemist living in Illinois who was making whiskey using Koji. He actually patented the use of Koji in the United States in 1891, and they began production in Peoria, Illinois in 1894. This is Jokichi Takamine. So working with a distillery here in Japan, we recreated the style of whiskey that he was making in the 1890s in the United States. And we bring you Takamine Koji whiskey. What makes it different from Japanese whiskey, besides the fact that it's made with Koji rather than malt, is it's also aged in virgin oak in the bourbon style, which is uncommon in Japan. Typically, because Japan uses the Scotch traditions, they age in ex-bourbon casks.
Wow, it's fascinating.
It's so cool. I mean, learning about Japanese whiskey, I feel like you have some distillers who really, looked at how people all around the world were making whiskey and figured out just like the best of the best and have made just some fabulous stuff. So we heard that Takamine has some ties to Oregon. Tell us about it.
That's right. So I was actually in Oregon about 10 days ago. I was over on the Oregon coast where I met with his last surviving American relative.
Oh my God.
His great granddaughter actually lives in Oregon. She had lived in California in her earlier years and has moved to Oregon and enjoys the quiet life on the Oregon coast now. But it was really wonderful to meet her and to learn more about the family and about the stories that she knew about him from her father and from her grandfather. So it was really a really special opportunity to meet with a member of the Takamine family.
Oh, that's really cool.
Wow. So keeping that legacy alive here with this Takamine, this Japanese whiskey here. I think that's fascinating. Still, the quiet life on the Oregon coast is nice. I will admit that as well. Okay, back to the whiskey here. Now you talked about the process of being koji fermented. So what does that taste like in terms of a flavor profile? How does it differ from maybe American whiskey that we're used to drinking?
Sure. So koji actually replaces malting in Japanese alcohol traditions, where we would use malted barley to make whiskey or beer, for example. In Japan, they use koji to make sake or other beverage alcohol, but koji is also used to make soy sauce, mirin, miso. So really without koji, Japanese culinary traditions wouldn't be what we know them and love them to be. And what koji does is it breaks starches into sugars, and that's where the yeast can convert the sugars to alcohol, as happens in all alcohol traditions. But koji also creates protease, which breaks proteins into amino acids, which gives us umami, or the fifth taste. So this Japanese whiskey and other spirits made with koji actually have more depth of flavor than you might find in other drinks traditions.
Oh, that's really cool.
It is really cool.
Now, so if someone maybe isn't as much of a whiskey person, but they still want to kind of explore some Japanese distilling, we also have some shochu here. Tell us about that.
That's right. So shochu is actually a distilling tradition in Japan that dates back more than 500 years. The most common style in Japan today, the most popular, is actually made with sweet potatoes. So what we have today is what's called colorful sweet potato shochu. This is made with a rice koji starter fermentation, and then steamed sweet potatoes are added to the main fermentation. It ends up giving you bright aromas. It's almost, in a strange way, gin-like, but without juniper. You get the aromas of the sweet potato, and because of how these shochu are made, they're single pot distilled, so they taste like what they're made from. And they smell like what they're made from. And colorful in particular has really beautiful aromatics, and I think is a great summer refresher if you enjoyed it with sparkling water. it could be a nice alternative to maybe a glass of wine or a beer.
Oh,
how
that sounds refreshing as we're in
interesting.
our waning days of summer here with a little bit of heat left, maybe a patio sipper with that. That sounds really, really nice. So before we let you go, where can somebody find Honkaku Spirits? How can they try out the whiskey or anything else you distill?
So if you want to learn more about our products, you can visit honkakuspirits.com. However, we're not currently distributed in Oregon, so you'll have to order online. We are distributed, or I know that Astor Wines and Liquors in New York City does sell into Oregon for both shochu and whiskey, so you could check them out. If you'd like to learn more about these drinks also, we have a podcast, Japan Distilled.
Very
Oh,
cool.
yeah, that would be a fun podcast to listen in on.
That's awesome. Well, Japanese spirits expert Stephen Lyman, thank you so much for joining us. Great to talk with you.
Thank you.
And hope you enjoyed your visit to Oregon. Let us know
Yeah.
next time you're back. That's a lot of fun. So again, if you want to check out Honkaku Spirits, you can go to their website, honkakuspirits.com.
I just, whenever, whether it's wine, beer, whiskey, I just love the science behind it. It just, it's always such a blend of like this artistry meets science. I just find it so
Absolutely.
interesting.
I love Japanese whiskey. I don't think I've had one that I have not enjoyed. So
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
they
Right there with you.
know their stuff, man. It's really good.